So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is that I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the control.
Yeah. What you mean it's no transfer of ownership on these properties? Champ on the internet talking about he spent $402 million on these properties. I'm hoping this is not somebody just caught Floyd Mayweather slipping. He said he owned them properties.
Floyd Mayweather just got arrested. Yup, Mr. Money himself. The guy who built an entire brand off flexing cash, watches, and private jets just got caught up in one of the biggest financial scandals in boxing history. And this time, it's not just drama, it's criminal. The $402 million Manhattan apartment empire he bragged about all over social media? Turns out, it might have been fake from the jump. And now, the feds are on his neck. Let's break it down.
Floyd's broke. You gotta understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
I believe that Floyd Mayweather has gone completely broke. And not just broke, but millions and millions of dollars in debt. And I know it sounds crazy to some of you out there, but trust me, I have legitimate proof.
It all started when Floyd hopped on Instagram, talking slick as usual. He claimed he bought 62 apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. No investors, no partners, just him and a casual $402 million check. Said he owned the retail spaces underneath too. It was peak Mayweather energy. Flashy, confident, untouchable.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City.
But the internet wasn't buying it. People started digging, and real quick, things got shady. No public property records, no sales transfers, no legal documents linking Floyd to any of the buildings he claimed to own. Real estate experts chimed in too. Nobody had seen a move like this from Floyd. No buzz in the NYC real estate market. No press releases, nothing.
According to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan.
He's promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing, under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam.
Bank, I'm robbing y'all. Phelps does nothing but collect dust, money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated.
The New York City Housing Partnership even stepped in, confirming they hadn't been informed of any mass acquisition like the one Floyd described. Translation? The whole thing was capped, like full-on fabricated.
Think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
The scandal really exploded when ESPN's Stephen A. Smith got involved. He tore into Floyd on national television, calling him out for spreading false info, lying to the public, and trying to build hype off fake business ventures.
What am I talking about? I have even more nuggets of info to give y'all on that point. Brother don't like smoke. He just likes to give it. Typical bully mentality. It ain't working with me. What am I talking about exactly?
Stephen A. didn't just rant. He brought receipts. He cited the Business Insider report, highlighted the lack of legal documents, and basically said Floyd was trying to scam the public into believing he was a real estate mogul. Now here's where things turn from shady to straight up illegal.
Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it.
Not to mention Stephen A. Smith took a tour of Floyd's mansion. He's seen all the wealth around Money Mayweather, so he's had his doubts for a while now.
Not greatness.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago, and for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
I just believe.
We've seen Floyd flex millions for over a decade, but insiders say his finances have been messy for years.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money
I don't
after
think
all
he
these years.
needs the money.
Let's not forget, Logan Paul still hasn't been paid in full for their exhibition fight in 2021. Dude had to publicly call Floyd out multiple times just to get a portion of what he was owed.
Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, you know, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right?
Imagine that. The richest boxer in the world allegedly ducking a payment to a YouTuber. And Logan's not the only one. Several of Floyd's past opponents and business partners have either taken him to court or spoken out about delayed payments. Floyd's empire looks rich from the outside, but internally, it's chaos.
Floyd Mayweather, you punch-drunk idiot. Read my lips. Oh, wait, you can't. Where's my money, bitch? Floyd never paid me for our fight. Who am I, the IRS? You can't dodge taxes like you do punches, dummy. Floyd, how can you call yourself the GOAT?
Add to that whispers of gambling problems, failed business ventures, and sketchy overseas investments. And suddenly, that $402 million claim starts to feel like a distraction. A smoke bomb to hide what's really going on.
First investment was real estate, commercial real estate, skyscrapers actually. So what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. On every 18th, every month it was paying off.
You like the cash flow?
Yes, for years. So I said, okay, if it's paying off like this then, and I gave him 7 figures, I said I'm not gonna even give him 8 figures. I went and gave him 9 figures. If it's something that I know is paying off, lucrative and heavy, I gotta go with it. Roll the dice, take a chance. You only got one life.
This is where things get crazy. A new theory popped up online after Floyd's arrest. What if the exhibition fights were never about legacy or even fun? What if they were all part of a long-running scam?
Okay, Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell out for assets. Floyd, I'm rooting for you. Come on, let's turn it around.
Multiple sources say Floyd has a habit of not fully paying his opponents. Instead, he promises big payouts, but delays them for months, sometimes years. By doing these flashy fights in places like Japan, Dubai, or the UK, he builds hype, collects the upfront bag from promoters, then disappears with the money.
Speechless if this is true, but Floyd Mayweather is supposedly held hostage in Dubai. Vontae Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
You owe them people over at Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And you owe people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
It's a rinse and repeat cycle. Promote, fight, collect, delay, dodge. The $402 million real estate flex? That was just part of the illusion. A way to keep the world thinking the money was flowing while lawsuits piled up behind closed doors.
Reports deny Floyd's ownership, stating he only holds minor shares, not full ownership. Stephen questions if Mayweather exaggerated his assets to save face amid bankruptcy rumors and a possible $402 million scam.
Into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Stephen A. Smith has never been shy about giving Floyd Mayweather his flowers. He has consistently praised Mayweather's boxing legacy, particularly highlighting how Floyd remained undisputed for the latter half of his career. Smith has often credited Floyd's discipline, unmatched defense, and undefeated record as clear evidence of his greatness in the ring. In the eyes of Stephen A., Floyd was a masterclass technician and strategist, someone who didn't just fight to win, but fought not to lose. That level of dominance earned him respect from fans and analysts alike.
Mayweather was undefeated for the last half of his career with one hand. He constantly broke his hand. Yeah. He would go into a ring knowing he had no shot at knocking somebody out because his hands were hurt too much, and literally walked in the ring and said, "I'm gonna embarrass you and humiliate you by showing the world you can't hit me."
However, the praise began to taper off.
But now, the law finally caught up. According to breaking reports, Floyd was arrested at a private airport just outside Las Vegas. Sources say he was attempting to leave the country after learning federal investigators were digging into the real estate scandal. He was intercepted by federal agents executing an arrest warrant tied to fraud, false representation, and obstruction. The charge sheet is ugly. Authorities say Floyd misrepresented real estate holdings to secure massive loans, lied about ownership on official documents, and potentially engaged in wire fraud by promoting fake investment opportunities to high-profile backers.
And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. just like boxing. You know, I've gotten great results because I took my time.
This isn't just a slap on the wrist. We're talking serious jail time if he's convicted. But hey, this wouldn't be the first time Floyd had a run-in with the law.
And I'm imposing a 6-month sentence in the Clark County Detention Center, 90 days of which will be served in custody, the remaining 90 days to be suspended. He will be given 3 days credit for time served. I will give him credit for the other 2 days for the case that is being dismissed as part of this negotiation.
One of the loudest voices in the aftermath? Shannon Sharpe. The sports analyst went off on Club Shay Shay, calling Floyd a disgrace and demanding a full investigation into not just the apartment scandal, but all of Floyd's financial dealings. Shannon argued that Floyd's entire post-boxing career has been one long con. This isn't just about Floyd Mayweather. This scandal hits deeper. Because Floyd isn't just a boxer, he was a symbol of success, flash, freedom. He was proof you could come from nothing and still touch $1 billion.
Floyd, man, you got everything. You got the skyscrapers, you got the cars, you got the houses. How much is that watch, man? I gotta ask, man.
Oh, that's 18 million.
18 million? That motherfucker do look like a chandelier, though. And how much was the goddamn necklace?
5 million. He said just 5 million.
But now, that image is crumbling. If the allegations stick, it means everything. Everything we thought we knew about Floyd's post-fight success was a lie.
Just another ordinary day, chilling in an EWB Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWB is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg room. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5". Some days 5'9", but it is what it is. Chilling, sitting right here watching the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus Frazier documentary. Come check it out. Up top, every planet. In the bag, it's crazy. NBA YoungBoy, see all this? It's on its way to you. Let's go.
And just when things couldn't get messier, Gervonta Tank Davis jumped in and made it personal. He posted a tweet, which was later deleted, saying, "Told y'all he was moving funny in Dubai." Fans quickly put 2 and 2 together. Tank had known for months that Floyd was being secretly detained overseas and kept quiet, until now. We know the blood runs cold between Tank and Floyd. This is why Tank Davis wasted no time than to add wound to Floyd's injury.
Set you off because he was like, I gotta do that. A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me. And
Yeah.
I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where it's gonna pass him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this.
Deal, he don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
It's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
And if that wasn't enough, 50 Cent took it even further. Their beef goes way back, but now 50's doubling down.
What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
He changed his mind. As he was going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotion. Signed the actual fighters. We had acquisition of Gamboa, Andre Durrell, IBF champion, Billy Dibb. I brought him over while Floyd was incarcerated. Then he comes home, let's get Floyd back in pocket. $300,000 chains, new Lamborghini. And I'm sitting there going, when you gonna give me the money? But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail.
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that. When he finally does bring up the actual situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. I didn't tell y'all to do that. And I'm looking at him and he looked in my face and he didn't tell me to do that.
50 is exposing old DMS, calling Floyd a fake billionaire with monopoly money, and even threatening to produce a documentary about the scandal.
Is that back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
One team. I don't, I'm not really into hanging out with other celebrities. I've learned my lesson from that.
With Tank and 50 both firing off shots, Floyd's not just fighting the feds, he's fighting the streets too. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.